Hi there, 2G. We are back with math, doing the lesson 2 expected work pages for week 6. We are still working on that multiplying by 4, that skip counting by 4. So let's take a look at what is here this week. It says the learn. You can use dot paper to multiply by 4. Remember last week we were introduced to that. And it has the rows and the columns to help us count up all the amount when we multiply. So right here it says, Jeremy has 5 toy cars. Each car has 4 wheels. How many wheels are there in all? Well, our friend over here has thought of the multiplication fact. That would be 5 times 4. And she's already said that's 20. Well, let's look. If we have 5 groups and we have 4 in each group, we could count all these dots, or we could skip count by 4s. So I'm going to skip count. You do it whichever way you'd like. If you want to check, you can count them all. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. There are 20 wheels in all. She is correct. Let's hop down to the guided learning. It says, use the dot paper to find the missing numbers. Miguel has 9 photos. He puts a piece of tape at the 4 corners of each photo. How many pieces of tape does Miguel have? Well, I know I had 9 photos, which is my amount of groups, right? I have 9 groups, and I'm putting 4 pieces of tape on the 4 corners, so I have 4 in each group. So my multiplication fact is going to be 9 times 4. That means if I look over here, I have my 9 rows, and I have 4 in each row. So I can skip count by 4 9 times. Let's do that. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36. 9 times 4 is 36. So Miguel uses 36 pieces of tape. Remember, you can always pause if you're doing this alongside with me, so you can do it yourself before you check with my work. That's always a great idea. If you're just reviewing, feel free to just let the video go and don't pause. Number 2 says Mina puts 2 cubes of ice in each cup. So 2 cubes of ice in each cup, and there are 5 cups. So I know I have 5 groups and 2 in each group. So I have 5 groups and 2 in each group. Interesting. I'm not skip counting by 4s this time, right? Because I don't have 4 as one of my numbers. I have 5 and I have 2. Well, I can either skip count by 2s or I can skip count by 5s. Let's look at it. I have 5 groups and I have 2 in each group. I'm going to skip count by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. A lot of you might have known 5 2 times is 10. So you might have done that in your head or a little quicker. Whichever way you want to do it is great. So we know Mina uses 10 cubes of ice. Let's take a look at the learn on this one. It says you can multiply numbers in any order. We knew this, right? We know there are related multiplication facts. We know that 2 times 4 equals 8 is the same thing as saying 4 times 2 equals 8, right? Just here, if I had 2 groups and I had 4 in each group, I would do 4, 8. Or if I had 4 groups and 2 in each group, I would do 2, 4, 6, 8. Do I still get the same answer? Yes. So I know that I can flip-flop that. 2 times 4 equals 8 or 4 times 2 equals 8. It's a related multiplication fact and I still get the same answer. So let's take a look at that below. It says use the dot paper to find the missing numbers. Well, let's take a look at the dot paper. Here are my 7 groups, and I have 4 in each group. So I know I have 7 groups, 4 in each group. 7 times 4 is 28. Let's double check. 7. Oh, I'm not going to skip count by 7s. I'm going to skip count by 4s. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28. There we go. Oh, interesting. Let's look at this one. We see that the answer is still going to be 28. This must be a related multiplication fact. So now I have 4 groups with 7 in each group. Let's see if we still get the same answer. So this time, if I counted all of these dots, I would still have 28, but the only difference is this time it's going to be 4 times 7, which is 28. Because you can skip count by 7s too, right? 7, 14, 21, 28. Or you could just do skip count by 4 7 times again. You're still going to get that same answer. 7 times 4 is 28, and 4 times 7 is 28. All right, it says below, you can use dot paper. Whoops. Sorry about that. You can use dot paper to find the missing numbers. So you can use dot paper if you would like to. If you would not like to, that's fine. You can skip count using your fingers. You can use any strategy you'd like. You can use a number line. Whatever you want to do to get these answers is fine with me. So I see number 4. It says 3 times 4 and 4 times 3. Clicks in my head. Related multiplication fact. I know I'm going to get the same answer. I'm just going to skip count by 4 3 times. I know 4, 8, 12. So I know 3 times 4 is 12 and 4 times 3 is 12. Remember, this is that time you want to pause if you're working on this yourself. As I do it, if we're doing it together, I would pause and then check your answers with mine. Number 5 says 6 times 4 and 4 times 6, another related multiplication fact. Well, let me skip count again. I know that 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, that's 5 times. One more, 24. 4 6 times is 24. Now I have 5 times 4 and 4 times 5. Well, let me try the dot paper like they suggested. I know I have 5 groups and 4 in each group. But we already have 1 in each group, so we just have to add those 3 more. Right? Now I have my 5 groups. And I have my 4 in each group. And I know 4 5 times 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. 5 times 4 is 20, or 4 times 5 is 20. All right, lastly, we have 8 times 4 and 4 times 8. Well, I just skip counted 4 5 times and got to 20, so I'm going to start from there. So 4 times 5 is 20, 4 times 6 is 24, 4 times 7 is 28. There we go. I'm going to stop there. 20. Oh, wait. I jumped ahead. Did you catch my mistake? Let's go back and try that again. I know 4 times 5 is 20. 4 times 6 is 24. 4 times 7 is 28. And 4 times 8 is 32. There we go. 8 times 4, 32. Or 4 times 8, 32. All right. Nice job. And that is going to wrap up our Lesson 2, Week 6 expected workbook pages. Great job, you guys. Keep up the great work.